kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And guys, any discussion about this offense has to start and end with the guy behind center.
Yeah, I mean, the quarterback, he gets the ball on every play. He's got to be the leader. He's got to be able to throw the football. So many times you see Jesse where they can run it as well, but he's the captain usually on most teams. It starts and ends with him.
Yeah, and David, the thing you love about this guy, too, is he's such a good distributor and facilitator with the football. He knows this offense like the back of his hand, and he's able to take advantage of all the different weapons they have surrounding him.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got him. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. He'll do it himself. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy, because you know you're going to see the option. And if you don't have a player dedicated to pursuing and stopping him, he is going to burn you like he did right there. He has elite speed. You saw it on that option play.
This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. From the red zone, looking for a space. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. He's got it, and he goes into the end zone for the touchdown. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And this might be a real challenge for this quarterback because that corner, David, can take away an entire half of the field.
Yeah, and that's the bright part of this defense. Like you know out wide exactly what you're getting week in and week out, and it is top flight. Like one of the best in the country at your spot. So interested to see how this passing attack works while avoiding that guy, because I'm not going after him, Palmer.
Well, I don't think this quarterback has seen a secondary built like this. He definitely hasn't seen a corner with this guy's ability. And so if he is going to try him, he better have really good timing. He better be very accurate. He better not be late throwing out-breaking routes, because this dude will pick him off and take it to the house.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
That's caught. It's Strickland. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Pulls it and fires to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Oh, better look out.
And after success like that on the bootleg, that's going to change the way the defense plays now. Every single time from here on out, when the quarterback hands it off, they're going to have to leave a defender, a defensive end, or a linebacker outside just in case he decides to keep it. It's a positive play offensively, but it also now changes the way this defense is going to try and play the rest of the game.
Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to throw. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll run play action. Looking for the score. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Into their happy place for a touchdown. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he made the extra point without problem. So a drive there of 84 yards. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Complete to start this drive. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. First and 10 from the 31. Got his man.
Well, you can afford to be a little bit late as a quarterback when you're throwing crow routes into zone coverage when you've got an arm like that. This dude's got a cannon.
Back to pass on second down. Gets it out quickly. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. Looking to get it in. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Cutting it close now with third and goal upcoming. Wants to throw again. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. The run to the right. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run the screen. Finds a crease at the 20. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the right. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. He's got his man. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Grabbed over the middle. It's Strickland. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Right down the middle. Finds a man on the right. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Williamson. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on.
He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
Just about set to get this 2nd half underway. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Now he's going to break the pocket. Breaks into the open. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The play action fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Strickland. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williamson. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. And here comes the punt team. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. A quick pass to the left. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Caught close to the marker. It's Moore. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Going over the top. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Finds the finish line for the touchdown.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive in the 3rd quarter, march it down the field, and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
For the PAT. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Takes the handoff. It's Tyson. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Got his man. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 40. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. To the air on first down. It's complete. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Pulls it in. It's Williamson. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. He'll keep it himself. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. They'll send the back in motion. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's going to throw deep right side. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Going for it all. Looks it into his hands and then waltzes it into the end zone. Touchdown. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know the guy's got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
And they make the extra point to draw it closer. It's 28-17. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it just in the nick of time. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Ross. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Leaves it with the back. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll leave it with him. There he goes! Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll give it to him again. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They've been able to control the ball. This is the 7th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 3. He'll pull it on the read. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.